Okay, so I gave blood today, in case you can't tell. I'm not going to show you my arm because it's really bruised up and covered in iodine, but I just took off the bandage and I was like, oh my god, I got a vlog about donating blood and volunteering. Sure! So, anyway, here I am, standing in my living room because the lighting's actually decent, talking to you about donating blood. See, I got this awesome, amazing sticker right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, "Be nice to me. I gave blood today." So be nice. Ugh. Anywho, so I went and donated blood today. It only took, I want to say, a couple hours, and it was actually longer to wait to give blood than to actually have to donate it. And I donated like a regular pint of blood. And the cool thing about giving blood is not only are you going and saving someone's life, I mean, but also they give you free stuff. Now I know that sounds terrible, but really, that's just like a bonus. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go volunteer my time. Mind you, volunteering is amazing, and I'll get to that later. And you're gonna give me free stuff. Like, I got a coupon today for a free carton of ice cream, which is cool. Not like I need it, but it's still cool. And I got a free T-shirt. It's for a baseball team that I don't even like. I don't really watch baseball. Nah, I probably never really watched a full game ever, which is sad, but it's true. And so I went and gave the T-shirt to my dad because he needs it for yard work and stuff. But still, and I realized in my last video I say and stuff a lot. I'm gonna try not to do so much. I don't know. That's just my thing lately. So anyway, I went and I gave blood. And basically, when you go and give blood, you get there, and if you have an appointment, then you usually get right in. If you don't have an appointment, then you might have to wait longer. I don't know how that works because now they just call me and they're like, "Hey, can you come and donate blood?" And I say, "No, if I'm working this day," they'll go and like actually schedule an appointment on another day. I love the American Red Cross. They just love me because I donate blood. But anyway, actually, I'm B positive in case you're wondering my blood type. We'll just throw that in there. So I go there, and basically what they do is they have you sign in, and then they have you sit down with your number because there's people before you. And then they have like all this information that you have to read. Basically, talk about confidentiality. If you visited any of these countries in Europe, you can't donate. And if you're taking certain prescriptions, you can't. But once you clear through that, you go and you sit down with one of the nurses. And they go and they test your blood for iron. They go and check all of your personal contact information, everything like that, your social security number, your birthday, and all your statistics. And they go and they now have it where instead of asking you the questions, they have you sit down at the laptop and fill in questions about, have you had any of these diseases? Have you had a tattoo or body piercings in the past 12 months? What other questions are there? Have you come into contact with a person who has AIDS? Have you come into contact with anyone else's blood? There's a bunch of questions. It's only like, I want to say between 20 and 40 questions, though. Like, it didn't seem like a lot. And the only question I had to answer yes to was, do you have a problem with your heart and lungs? Or either. And I had to say I have asthma. But they still let me donate blood, which is awesome, because that doesn't really have anything to do with it. They just want to make sure that, like, my breathing and everything's fine. So, after you do that, you go and you wait to be put on a bed. And then they go and they put you on a bed. And then you go and you donate your blood. And then you get to have free snacks afterwards. And then if they're giving out stuff that day, like promotional stuff, in the past they've given away like bags of coffee and other T-shirts and things like that. Then you get that. And then you go home. And the cool thing about donating blood is that your blood goes out within like a week. I think that's pretty fucking cool. And I know this totally sounds like an advertisement. I have like the delay there. Advertisement. But anyway, I know this totally sounds like an ad for the American Red Cross, but seriously guys, you should do it. If you can donate blood, totally look it up and find out where the nearest donation drive or whatever you want to call it is going on and do it. It is worth it. Also, on the note of volunteering, get out and volunteer. I don't know how many of you already do it. If you do, please write down in the comments below. Tell me what you do. Tell me how you're getting involved in your community. But seriously, I think that's the greatest way to just spend your time. And you're giving back to other people who may be less fortunate than you. And you can do great things volunteering. I went and started volunteering when I was like in 8th grade. I joined an after-school program that was a community service learning group. And we went and did things like we cleaned up parks, and we made food for homeless shelters. We went and to help take care of animals at the animal shelter. We raised money to buy gifts for needy teenagers, all sorts of stuff. And then in 9th grade, I went and volunteered as co-supervisor and got more kids into the same group because I was co-supervisor for that group that I had been in the year before. And that was just awesome, just getting more kids involved with volunteering and introducing them to community service. And I think it's amazing. And you get a really good feeling. Like, I really feel good knowing that I've helped other people. But that's just me. But I really think that you guys should get out there and do it. Do it. Let's see. After I went into that, in 10th grade, I volunteered at my hospital in my town. Working in the cafeteria, but there wasn't a whole lot for me to do there, so then I switched over to medical records. Just like removing files, creating new files for people who had just visited the ER, and stuff like that. And that was cool. They actually gave me little gift certificates for like free snacks and stuff afterwards. I don't know why every time you volunteer, food seems to be involved. Like, people just give away food. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, anyway, after I did that, I kind of stopped volunteering because I had to work. But I did, like, volunteer work for a National Honor Society, which was cool. And then, went to college and I got involved in a thing called Breakaway, which we were supposed to go on a volunteer trip during our spring break last year, but it didn't work out. But I'm planning on getting involved again this year. And basically, you go and you spend your spring break going to, like, another state and doing volunteer work. And they have different categories like poverty, environment. You can do like youth and urban education, which is the one that I was supposed to do, and they change the trips like each year. So I'm super excited about that. But anyway, sum this video all up. Volunteer. I shared my history with you. Share yours with me. Make a video response, comment. I don't care. We need to spread the word and get more people involved. Get more people active. Much love.